I'm Penny Davis. I'm a teacher with VIPKid, and I've taught for over 2 years and taught over 3,000 classes. And I have a website called hellopennydavis.com. Has lots of information for VIPKid teachers, and also a Facebook group that is VIPKid Teachers Hired. So please look up those two groups. I'm going to put the links here in YouTube for those, and those could be great resources for you if you have questions with VIPKid. So I have seen a lot of questions in the Facebook groups here lately, this past week, about pay periods and some changes that were made to the pay period. And I wanted to just make a quick video to tell you about those. So in October of 2019, they switched up a little bit about our pay periods, and there's been a lot of questions about that. So I want to address this. We now can be paid either weekly or bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks, or once a month. We used to have that semi-monthly where it was twice a month, where like first through the 15th and then the 16th through the end of the month. Now they have switched everyone that was on the semi-monthly payment, the twice a month payment. They switched us to bi-weekly. There was a small notice about it somewhere along the way in a weekly update, but I missed it and I didn't figure it out until all of this change hit at the beginning of October, and I was a little confused. So I went and did some research and I figured out what was happening. What happened at the middle of October or beginning of October is those of us that were on that semi-monthly, we were switched to the bi-weekly, and they had to adjust our pay period to get us on that every 2-week rhythm. So that's where things got wonky, and people are very confused, especially about the incentives. So let me go back and explain what's happening with those 3 different pay periods, okay? If you are on monthly pay, nothing has changed, okay? Your time goes in at the end of the month, you're paid, it's guaranteed to be sent by the 10th, usually gets there about the 7th or 8th. Everything is just taken care of in that one monthly payment, okay? Then if you are on a weekly payment now, the new weekly payment, your time is going to go in on Saturday, and that's going to be Saturday midnight Beijing time. So that means anything taught, if you're an North American time period, if you're on a North American time period, your time is going to go in Saturday at Saturday morning. So any classes taught Saturday morning, our time, will be counted in that week, okay? And then Saturday evening classes for us starts the new pay period, okay? That's the weekly time period. If you're on the bi-weekly, the new bi-weekly one, your time is going to go in on Saturday, same idea, okay? Same thing, Saturday morning classes are on the previous week. Saturday evening is going to be on the next pay period, but your time is going to go in every 2 weeks, okay? So every other Saturday. For the weekly payment and for the bi-weekly payment, whatever time includes that last day of the pay period, where the time goes in on Saturday, the time will be finalized by the following Wednesday, and then it is guaranteed to be sent by Friday. However, this week, I'm on bi-weekly, and this week was my first week to get that paycheck bi-weekly, and I received that paycheck. It was in my bank pending on Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning it was in my bank account. So that's about when it's going to show up. However, my bank is usually a little bit earlier than a lot of other people. So if yours is not there Thursday, don't say Penny said it'll be there. No, she didn't. Okay, it's not even guaranteed to be sent by Friday, but it's usually there a little bit earlier. But give it a couple of weeks and figure out when exactly that is going to land in your account. And of course that can also be affected by holidays or anything like that, okay? But it's supposed to be time goes in on Saturday, then we get it paid. It's finalized on Wednesday, sent out to us by Friday, okay? Now, there's a lot of confusion on the incentives, okay? What happened in the beginning of October, since they had to switch things up to get onto that 2-week schedule, those of us that were on bi-weekly, our paycheck then would change that at the 1st of October. It was only the 1st through the 12th, so only 12 days in that one. And then the next pay period is the 13th through the 26th, which is now what we're in right now. But what has happened is those incentives, the participation incentive, the finished class incentive. All of that is accumulating in the pay period that includes the last day of the month. So for October right now, that incentive is going to be paid in the pay period that includes October 27th through November the 9th. Okay, so those incentives are accumulating in that pay period, but we just don't see them yet. We used to be able to scroll forward and see the next paychecks and see those incentives there. We can't do that for whatever reason right now, but I promise you, they are accumulating there. You are going to get those incentives. They have not done away with them or anything. They are there. You're just going to get them in whatever pay period it is that includes the end of the month. Okay. Now, a few people have asked about things like trial incentives and referral incentives and anything like that. Any kind of incentive like that, you are going to receive that in whatever pay period you earn it. So if a trial student signs up or if a referral teaches their first class on the 10th, you're going to receive that bonus for it in whatever paycheck includes the 10th. Okay. The only things that are going to be done at the end of the month would be something like an adjustment. If you had like a class that the finish type was changed, or you had some no-shows or some cancellations that you have to pay that fee, that's going to be all done at the end of the month, and that will be included in that paycheck that includes the last day of the month. So adjustments all come there. Also, if you have a referral milestone, those are only paid once a quarter. Okay, so at the end of December, end of March, etc., and those will be paid in, again, whatever pay period includes that last day of the month, or in this case, the last day of the quarter. Okay, so in December we get paid those quarterly milestones will be credited to us on December the 31st, but we will not receive that until whatever paycheck includes that end of the month, December 31st. Okay, so I hope that clears up any confusion you had on that. If you want to switch from one pay period to a different one, go to the portal, click on my account and click on payments, and then there's a button up at the top that says change your pay period, or some words like that. But there is a button there. That's where you go to change it. Okay, I hope this helped you out and gave you answers to any questions that you may have. Be sure and give me a like and a subscribe here on YouTube, and join my Facebook group, VIPKid Teachers Hired. There's also a huge section of my on my website, hellopennydavis.com, that is for hired teachers, that goes through a lot of details on how on VIPKid policy that are kind of from a teacher's perspective rather than the company line. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.